Hey, J Bros popping in. Yeah, kind of a wild one here. Uh, as you can see, I got the CRT23 here. Where's the MX CRT23? It's sold. My uncle bought it. He had been looking at a mini skid for quite some time, and I would say about a year ago, we had a couple CRT23s at the auction that I follow, and one went for 3,300 bucks, and another one went for 3,600 bucks at the same time. And he was kind of kicking himself at that point for not buying one. And honestly, I was kind of kicking myself for not buying a second one at that time. But I was like, well, what am I going to do with it? And anyway, so he'd always kept his eyes open, and so had I. And he kind of was like, well, he wasn't certain because of the track problems that I had had with this. He was thinking maybe a wheeled mini skid would be the answer. Well, we had saw this blue wheeled skid or mini skid come up. And anyway, so we were pretty much certain that's the one we were going to keep an eye out on. Long story short, when we were bidding on that MX, you know, obviously the deal was just so good. We picked it up, and after I got it back and got it all, let's just say, up to the standards of where I think there would be just zero issues with it, yeah, the rest is history. He's like, yep, I want it, X, Y, and Z. And then, as you guys already know, I had already had that 4-in-1 bucket here, and I had paid $250 for that one that I had. And then, of course, I'd picked up two others for $200 a piece. But anyway, so the cool part about him buying the MX from us is the fact that, well, I don't really have use for a second one right now. And for two, the fact that he's the one that has it is I'll still be able to do those videos that I didn't get to do, like running the trencher behind that 2-pump system on there, and then also doing the pull test. And it was kind of funny, the day that I was going to do the pulling test, well, we had got snow, and that's where he was just super excited because his driveway was just difficult. He would have to get behind the snow blower, blow all of his snow this one way, and then re-blow it to this other spot, where the mini skid for him just makes all the sense in the world. And he did a little testing on that. And yeah, he just loves everything about it so far. And I'll try to get him behind it and get some videos on that. But like I said, we're not going to be strangers to that machine, because there's a couple other things that we're going to keep an eye on. I told him, like, anytime you have anything where we need to check out or look into, we'll be there to do that. But yeah, so I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, super excited for him. We're excited here because we know that, well, we went through it, and it's tip top, ready to go. Just in case you were wondering, where did we come out on the MX CRT23 financially between the machine and then the bucket, and then of course we did the welding and stuff like that. Well, for us here at J Bros, you know, probably to somebody else, you know, we would have probably tried maybe to make $1,000 off the setup. But how it ended up breaking down, we probably made like $200 on it. In all reality, it wasn't about the money far as, you know, getting the machine to my uncle. It was actually more for you guys, and you know, of course, for myself, because I just enjoy going through the machines and stuff like that, because, you know, I had learned so much from all the videos and feedback from you guys out there. It was just super cool to be able to fly through that MX CRT23 without really having to do the old school research and all the deep diving that I had to do on this one to figure out everything about the machine. So that was kind of the fun part. Like I said, my brother-in-law, we paid him about $300 to do the welding and stuff like that, just because, you know, he's a good guy, and, you know, we just didn't want to have him do it for free. And like I said, everything that I did on the machine, um, and I didn't make really anything on the bucket, you know, let's say $10. But like I said, maybe we made about $200 off the sale of the machine. So in all reality, my uncle out the door, all in for him, $3,000 is where he's into that MX CRT23 with the 4-in-1 bucket. I will mention too, one thing that I forgot, he wasn't 100% certain, because he did use the 4-in-1 bucket the other day in the snow, and he's not 100% certain if that bucket's going to work for doing the snow. So we might have to look into either adding on to that bucket to make the back portion of the bucket right here, it's just not high enough, so the snow was going over the top of that. And of course, I gave him some crap. I said, well, dude, just don't try to put so much snow in it. But I know exactly what he means on that. And he's probably going to try to make that bucket work for right now. But ultimately, if it doesn't work to, you know, his standards, it's not the end of the world to get, you know, a bigger bucket, probably not this big. But he'll look into something down the road, because, you know, it's not a pressing pressing thing at this point in time, given his setup. But like I said, he got into it, just a great deal. And then, of course, for it to change hands to somebody I know, just is all the more exciting. So I guess here at J Bros, I guess the real question is, now the MX is gone, well, what do we do next? So we were kind of thinking, well, do we just pick up another mini skid? Of course, we're going to keep our eyes open on the rigs out there for the right price and stuff like that. So I guess it's more of a question to you guys. Is there a particular mini skid that you'd like to see us pick up at auction and go through? Because it seemed like you guys liked us going through the MX CRT23 pretty good. Is there a particular one, like those Land Hero ones? I've seen like the green Land Hero ones. Obviously, I'm limited to what machines are available to get at auction, or maybe something else. But I think that's kind of where we're at, where we'll leave, you know, picking up mini skids. Because like I said, at this particular moment, with where the J Bros are at in age, we just don't have use for a second rig. So I would, if we did pick one up, it would be just to probably test it, review it. Would it be something that you guys would be interested in? We have the dump trailer buggy. Is that something you'd like to see us go through on that, pick that up, and then we just sell that on the backside? Because I really don't have any need or use for a ton of equipment to keep on hand here. Really, it's this thing here. You know, I've got my my all-terrain scissor lift for building. That's kind of pretty much all that I need for the stuff I do, because I get to anything bigger and stuff like that, you either just rent the equipment, or at that point a guy just hires stuff out, because well, to have equipment costs money, and if it's sitting here like this, it ain't making you any money, it's costing you money. So that's kind of the whole deal there. But yeah, if you guys are interested, or seeing another us pick up another mini skid, you got a particular brand, I could probably give you some idea. Well, if you follow the auction videos, I can show you what ones are out and about. And of course, price will dictate what I would pick up and what I think I can move anyway. But I think if I did pick up another one from the auction, like I'd mentioned, I'd probably try to make $1,000. I think that's reasonable. So would $4,000 be the right money for somebody to pick up that MX CRT23, where they know it's all put together good, and let's just say you throw in a 4-in-1 bucket? Do you guys think that'd be a good price point for somebody to get into? I think it would, but yeah, we'll see where it plays out, but that's the history of the MX CRT23 right now. We're going to be in the loop as well. And then just one life hack trick. One guy said, because the snow was sticking in my bucket so bad the other day, and I thought I might have put oil on my bucket before, but maybe I forgot that I did, but that's what I thought I did. But anyway, he said to spray down the bucket with some WD-40, and so the snow doesn't stick to the bucket. So I'm going to test that out. I still didn't finish up my snow from the other day. But yeah, I'll definitely have more stuff coming up. Yeah, please like, subscribe, comment down below. And like I say, once again, we totally appreciate everybody's feedback on so much stuff. Can't thank you guys enough. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. J Bros out.